All right, friends. Well, let's go ahead and bring my good friend to the stage, Sarah Williams. Sarah, how are you?
I'm so good. I see Texas is in the house. I am in
Yeah.
Texas, so I love to see that my people are in the house tonight with us. I'm so excited to be here, Joy. Thank you for
Oh, me
having me.
too. Yes, thank you so much. So, for those of you who don't know Sarah, Sarah is the subscription box queen in the world. So, do you have your book by you? Oh, I see a whole bunch of
I
copies.
might have a couple books by me right here.
Hold it up. Okay, this girl, she's in my mastermind with Stu McLaren, and you know that mastermind helps people grow membership businesses. So, Sarah, real quick, introduce yourself and let everybody know, how did you get involved in the subscription box business world?
So I had a little brick and mortar store. I had a little gift shop in this town in North Texas. It's completely local. I live in a town of about 100,000 people. And in 2017, I decided that I wanted to start a subscription box. It was one of these wild things that I just got my attention span on. I started to watch people have subscription boxes, and I'm like, I can do this. And I can do this better than other people are doing it. And so, not having an online presence at all, I jumped into starting a subscription box, and that was the first product that I had online. And when I launched my subscription box, I had 44 subscribers. I was over the moon excited. And right now, sitting here today, we have over 3,000 monthly subscribers. And that has taken my very small little gift shop and made it a multi-million-dollar subscription box business. And from there, as I was exploding and I was going through the process of growing my business very rapidly, I would say, people were watching and people were saying, "What are you doing? Can I pick your brain? Can you tell me how you did this? Can you tell me where you buy packaging? Can you tell me how you buy thousands of products? Can you tell me this?" And so, with a lot of hesitation, but a lot of pushing from Stu and the other people in our mastermind, I turned that into a coaching business, and I called it Launch Your Box. It's my membership for coaching. And that has also turned into a multi-million-dollar membership within just a few short years. So I have two multi-million-dollar businesses, which got me a book deal with one of the top publishers in the world, HayHouse. And my book is coming out on Tuesday, and I'm so excited about it.
Oh, we are so pumped for you too. So what we're going to do is I'm going to post the link in the chat here. Everybody needs to go over to oneboxatatimebook.com. Is that the correct link?
That's it. Mm-hmm.
And she's going to tell us all of her top secrets right now. So, Sarah, I'm going to turn it right back over to you.
This book it's 232 pages. It is chock full of, a book needs a storyline. Like, I didn't want to just put tactics and strategies and action steps and homework. I do all that, by the way. It's all in here. But I really needed to relate it to the story so that you really understood the why behind what I'm asking you to do in this book. And so it's my journey of building that subscription box business from those 44 subscribers to the 3,000. And then it's every little action step I took along the way of that path. It's every strategy that I uncovered, every tactic, every system, every process that I built to build this business one box at a time. And that's why that's the name of the book, because I didn't just wake up with 300 or 3,000 subscribers. I didn't just say, okay, I'm going to start a subscription box. I'm going to have $1 million business. That's not how it happened. It happened with 44 subscribers, and those turned into 75, and those turned into 300, and those turned into 500. And every time that I added a new subscriber, it was reoccurring revenue. It was stable, and it was compounding on top of each other. And over time, one box at a time, one subscriber at a time, I built this business from scratch without ever knowing how to even have an online business, how to have a subscription box business, how to have recurring revenue in my business. And if you're a product-based business owner, you know how it's like feast and famine. It's like, yay, I made sales today. Oh, I haven't made sales in 4 days. Yay, I made $1,000 today. I haven't made sales in 7 days. And you feel like a winner and a failure all in the same hour. But when you can build in reoccurring revenue, it stabilizes your business. And now 75% of my revenue for my e-commerce business comes from my subscriptions. And that is incredible for a product-based business. And I outline every bit of that in this book, and I share my journey because I'm not different than a lot of you. You see me here and I just said, yeah, I'm a multi-million-dollar business owner, blah, blah, blah. I'm an author, blah, blah, blah. I am not different than you. I am a small town girl from a Texas town that had a passion for gift giving and personalization. And my box is called the Monogram Box. I just love cute things. And I turned that passion into a really thriving, profitable business. And 44 is all I started with. And I go through a lot of self-doubt. Joy and I are very similar in this area. I doubt myself on a regular basis. She'll probably even tell you that I doubted myself that I could sell some books. You know what I mean? Like, I've done a lot of successful things in my life, but I've also had a lot of failures with businesses and with business things. And so there's a lot of mindset struggles that I go through. And I outline those in the book because to me, mindset is 75% of being an entrepreneur. You have to keep overcoming those mindset blocks where you're getting stuck. I told myself I wasn't good enough. I told myself I wasn't smart enough. I told myself I wasn't young enough or pretty enough or skinny enough to be the influencer of my retail business. I told myself all these things and it kept holding me back. And I'm talk about that journey in this book as well, because as women, we tell ourselves these things all the time. We tell ourselves that we're not good enough and we're not enough in some way, literally on a weekly basis, if not a daily basis. And so I just kept telling myself that, and I needed the things I needed to do to overcome me thinking I'm not good enough come through in this book. How did I overcome going live? How did I overcome showing up? How did I overcome all the barriers that I was dealing with? And I talk about that in the book because I know there are people watching, no matter what business you're in, that go through that every day. And if I can do it, like, I'm not special, Joy. I'm nobody special. I'm literally just a girl that decided to go for it and didn't give up. Yeah. I'm not a special. I didn't have like a big investor investing in me. I didn't have things figured out. I just kept trying. And I came out on top because I didn't give up. And that's what I want to share about the book, because it's really important. And I know you guys don't know me that well, so I want you to understand like where I'm at.
That was super important that you shared that. Yeah, I know that coming into this book launch, I was like so excited to share this with everyone. And this is actually one of like the most RSVP'd lives I've ever done. So that should just show you like our people want this. Yeah. And so I was telling all my people, like, subscription box businesses and preschool like go together like peanut butter and jelly, because with a preschool you already have recurring revenue with your children. But what's so amazing is these families already love you and trust you, so it's super natural to be like, hey, by the way, do you also want this box over here? It could be a sensory box, an activity box, a curriculum box, a monogram box like Miss Sarah does over here.
I brought a couple boxes just to show you some ideas, because here's the basics of what I want to teach you tonight.
Yeah.
When you think about your audience, I want you to think about what can you deliver to them physically that maybe they've been asking for. So what is it that you do on a regular basis that you could turn into a physical product that could be delivered either monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly? And I'm sure every one of you could think of, oh, I could do this, and I could do this, and I could do this. And so I brought a couple examples because I have thousands of students. I have thousands of students all over the world in all kinds of different niches. Like, we're talking guinea pig boxes, expensive, ribbon boxes, to these boxes I'm going to show you here. So I go through and I do box openings once a month inside my membership, and I review people's boxes. I do about 10 a month. So I went through my stacks of hundreds of boxes that I have in my office from doing these box openings, and I found some that I think that you could relate to, because I think the biggest thing for you guys is to visualize it. I'm a very visual person. I need to lay it out. I need to understand what this looks like before I can start to really imagine this for my business. So I want you to think of who your customer is. And I want you to get very specific about that customer. I don't want you to go broad. I don't want you to think of in these big, broad areas, but more of a really niche down, who is your customer? What do they want from you on a regular basis? And what can you give them more of? And when you think about the physical products, what are you already doing that you can add a physical component to? So you said you have recurring revenue because all you guys have preschools and things like that. So what is it that you're doing in the preschool that they can now take home with them? That's what I want you to think about. So I'm going to show you the broccoli boxes first. Okay.
Okay.
So this is one of my members. She has broccoli boxes. It's sensory kits for kids. Okay. And so it came in a box. I couldn't find the box. I just had this on my shelf. So this is what you're going to get. So it comes in this, this compartment, whatever you know what these things are. You guys have a preschool, so you know what these things are. And so basically this is the ice cream box. So she's got the ice cream sensory box. This is the parent guide here. So she's outlining all the things in the box. So I always tell them to show up as you are. They need to know who you are, what the box includes, how you're going to take care of the Play-Doh that's in here. She's got QR codes for online learning with the items, and then ways to play. And if you look at her kit, we'll just do a quick overview. She's got a book in here. She's got her homemade Play-Doh in here. She's got all the little things that you can make your ice cream sundaes with. It's all about sensory. She's got sprinkles. We got all kinds of stuff in here. We've got wood cutouts, acrylic cutouts, all kinds of things. So this is her monthly subscription. She's sending out a sensory subscription box to her subscribers every single month. There's a theme to it. Do you see this ice cream theme? That's what's important. So I want you to think about it. You have to have a theme. We don't want this to be random. We need a monthly theme so it all ties together because we're creating an experience with this box. It's not stuff. Yeah. Subscription boxes are not stuff, although you might think they are. It's about the experience that they're going to get when they get their broccoli box. So this is one idea. This is a sensory box. And then I grabbed this one because it's more educational. This is Get Ready for Kindergarten box. Okay. Cool. And it's called the Kindergarten. The Kindergarten. Building a bridge from home to school. So they're getting ready to go to school. How do we make sure they're ready for kindergarten? So here's a preschool curriculum right here in the top. It's just a sticker laid into her box. We can go through here and you can see how she's got this outline. She's got different games and things like that, learning pieces. She's got them all packaged together with the instructions right here. It's not a box full of random stuff that they have to figure out what it goes to. Everything is packaged for that activity. So we have different projects. We're learning things. We're counting. We're doing all the things. Make a picture frame here. We've got seeds going on here. And this was a May box. So it was all about gardening. And she's got her guide here. So there's craft, there's learning, but they're getting them ready for kindergarten. And that's what this box is. So you can see this is more educational. That one was sensory. And I got one more I grabbed.
Okay, pause before you share that. I want to recap and remind everyone. We talked about it should be an experience. It should have a theme. Also, Sarah mentioned that, did you notice she was talking about, hey, make it simple for the parents, like give them instructions, let them know what to do. Don't make it complicated, don't just put a bunch of stuff there. Now, before we move on, Sarah, I want to find out, like Sarah's already sharing some gold here. Let me know who's already pre-ordered her book. I dropped the link in the chat again. So give me a hashtag book if you have already pre-ordered the book. It comes out what day, Sarah?
It comes out Tuesday, November 14th.
November 14th. So I know we've got a podcast episode dropping, a YouTube episode. So if you're watching this and it's before November 14th, which it should be, you make sure to go pre-order your book before November 14th, because every single order that you order right now, every book that gets pre-ordered will help Sarah get her book to the top of the list. We're talking, every list out there, and we need these pre-orders so she can get to the top of the list. Because what happens when she gets to the top of, Wall Street Journal or Amazon or New York Times bestseller, when she gets to the top of these lists, what happens is that now she becomes even more visible, which means she can help even more women just like you to start subscription box businesses. So that's why it's so critical for us right now. And that's where I'm pouring my effort into this to make sure that she can get to the top of the list, because I know how important it is as a mom with kids to be able to build a business and create that income to be able to stay home with your family. We want her to be able to do more of that. So hold up. Let me celebrate those who've already pre-ordered. Keep going. #book if you've already ordered it. We got Ashley and Rebecca and Lori and Leanne, April, LaShonda, Valerie, Lisa, Luann, Terry, Cynthia, Dawn, Jasmine, Shirley, Tiffany. Going back up, we got Annie, Jamisha, Dawn, Cynthia. Okay, amazing. I want everybody by the end of this, keep dropping gold, Sarah, because by the end of this, all 111 of us will have pre-ordered your book. Fingers crossed. Okay,
now I just want to share that we're sitting at number 3 bestseller for women in business right now. So let's
get it to number 1
tonight.
Let's do it.
That would be really awesome. And here's something else. By pre-ordering this, so if you pre-order it by November 13th, I have a bonus that you're going to get if you go put your receipt in back on my website that Joy has dropped in there. If you go log your receipt, you're going to get my 4-part subscription box marketing masterclass. It is pre-recorded, so you can save it if you haven't launched your subscription box yet. But also, it's marketing for you're going to learn so much about any business. I'm talking about a social media plan. I'm talking about a live plan. I'm talking about repurposing your content and getting a whole month's worth of content out of that. I'm talking about paid ads in that marketing masterclass. So go put your receipt in right here on the website, and that will give you automatically the masterclass. I'll be delivering that in a few weeks. It'll come straight to your inbox and you will have it for life. So you can watch it at any time, but you have to pre-order the book. Once it comes out on the 14th, that bonus goes away. So go order it so you don't forget.
And let me show. So I show on my screen here. So when you go to the website that I've dropped in the comments here, and it's also going to be in the show notes and in the YouTube description. So when you go to her website here, as you scroll down, you can pre-order the copy right there. But you can get it on Amazon, on any of your favorite booksellers. And then you scroll down to the bottom here, and is like she said, you can click on any of these links. It's actually good to kind of click on a variety of them. So feel free to click on a different one than Amazon. And then step 2, you're going to put in your information, your order number, etc. Click submit so she can get you that information and actually get you that free masterclass that she's talking about, which again is going to be diving into gold. Okay, back to you.
Can I tell you one more thing that they're going to get?
Yes.
Inside the book, in every chapter, I reference some resources, and there is a secret website, and you only will know once you read the book, but there is a secret website that has worksheets and all kinds of things for you so that you can print them out, work along with me with the action steps, because every chapter, Joy, has this gray box in it, and it has your action steps, what I need you to do. So you can read along and you can do the action steps. Awesome. Every chapter has these action steps. So it's not just, oh, Sarah's cool and here's her story and blah, blah, blah. You can do it too. It's not about that. It's about me making sure that you can take the steps. I'm trying to find another one, that you can take the steps to building your own business in the same way that I did mine. So
step by step. That's how my people like it.
Yeah. My people can you just tell me what to do? And I will do it. And I'm going to tell you, the most successful people in my memberships are the ones that just do what I tell them to do.
That's right. Do what Sarah says.
You don't have to overthink it. You just have to follow the plan. We know it works. It has worked great for me. It has worked for hundreds and thousands of my students. They're all doing the same thing. And I have dozens of stories of my successful students in here as well, in all different niches and categories and industries that have followed the plan and have begun super successful themselves. So
awesome.
Well, so this one's a little different. I grabbed this one just to show you something a little different. This one's focused on agriculture. So maybe there's something that you're passionate about that you can bring kind of to the next level. It doesn't have to be just generic, teaching of things. Maybe you're really passionate about reading. Maybe you're really passionate about arts. Maybe you're really passionate about agriculture. So this is the Kids Sonder box. And so basically it's your agriculture adventure awaits. And so this box, they are learning about different agriculture. These are shreds, and they make fun of me in the membership because I loathe shreds. I loathe them. And they put them in their boxes when they send them to me on purpose. And if it has glitter in the shreds, like they are loving it, because I hate glitter on my desk. I love glitter in real life, but on my desk everywhere. So they purposely put shreds in here. And sometimes you need them so stuff doesn't rattle around. Right. But they laugh because they overstuff it. It's like a can of biscuits when I open the box or something. But so this is her agriculture box. And basically, let me find it in here. This is her unboxing card. Great Grains was the theme. Remember when we talked about the theme? So her theme this month was Great Grains. So we've got a book called The Breadwinner in here. And so that's how this really starts with, we're learning about, shreds everywhere. Breadwinner is the book. And then we have a field guide. So they have a notebook that they get with their very first box. And so they get the field guide in there. So they're learning about the grains. So it's very educational. Again, it's all about agriculture. And then they've got some wheat in here. They've got wheat germ. They've got their product testing kit. So they're going to do some activities.
This would be almost like for a homeschooling family?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Or even if your kid is in public school, and say, you're a farmer or your family has farms and you want your kids to really know about agriculture, whatever that is. But there's all kinds of different wheat in here in different forms so they can learn about it and see it. They've got, I don't know what a millet berry is, but there's millet berries in here, wheat berries, barley berries. So they're going to get to learn all about it. They're going to make some things. We've got measuring scoops in here. We're going to do all kinds of things in here. But this is just another example of how you can really niche down and bring something special to your audience. Here we've got tweezers and a little magnifying glass so we can look at our grains. So all of that is outlined in the unboxing pamphlets here. But it's another way that you could get really specific with what you want to do. And so every month she has a different form of agriculture in this box.
So Sarah, hold up. Show the thing that had the 3-hole punch in it real quick. I think this is another critical thing with subscription boxes. Do you see how it's got 3 holes in it? Sarah said earlier that it comes with a notebook on the first box, right?
The first box, you get a welcome notebook. And so you just put this in your little 3-ring binder and you're learning. So it's a continuous thing. It's kind of like collector's cards.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So like there's continuity from month to month. Like I want to learn more. I'm going to get my thing. I'm going to put it in my notebook. And you look at your notebook and you're like, realize how much you've really learned.
Love that.
And so that creates retention. That creates continuity from month to month. And so having some kind of collector's item or something like this that just builds on each other, that's really important too.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, continue. This is doing great. Now, by the way, drop the link again. It's in the chat again. Just want to celebrate every single one of you who've already pre-ordered. Congrats. Let's get Sarah up to the top of that number 1 by the time we're done live here. All right. And keep this chat live. I need a hashtag gold every single time she drops some gold. I need a hashtag loving this, because the more you comment, the more this shows up to all of our friends in the free group. So keep that chat going. All right. Okay, Sarah, back to you.
So I see some questions over in the chat that I would love to just answer for them. So one of them I see is, how do they come up with these ideas? And so that's the struggle. Like when we start, right? Like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to keep coming up with something new every month? My subscription box is in month 67. I have curated 67 different monogram boxes. Do you know how many t-shirts, bags, sweatshirts, tumblers? I just keep coming up with new stuff. But I
Yeah.
have a free workshop. Joy and I can grab that here in just a second. It's called the 6 and 60 workshop. And in this workshop, it takes about an hour. And I walk you through the process of really laying out what 6 months of boxes could look for you. So we're going to talk through your ideal customer a little bit. We're going to brainstorm. I do a 60-second brain dump for every one of these months. And then I'm going to show you how to put it together. I also talk about it in the book. So once you get the book, it's in one of the chapters, and I walk you right through it. There's little doodles to walk you through the Post-it notes and everything, but that's all in the book. So you can map out what this would look like for you, because it's hard to say like, oh, that's cool, but I don't know what I would do. Right.
Yep.
So I'm going to get your brain working on, who is this for? What are you passionate about? And then what can we do to deliver them something new every single month? And once you lock those first 6 months in, and they don't have to be 100%. You're going to change them as you learn. But once you get those ideas rolling, the next month and the next month and the next month, it's going to come to you. Do you know how many Christmas boxes I've had to create? My 6th Christmas box is coming out this month, next week. There's only so many ways that you can do Christmas. And by the way, spoiler alert, they're getting Christmas pajamas this month. They've never gotten Christmas pajamas before.
Oh,
So
that's going to be fun.
that's what's coming in their subscription, their monogram box.
Yeah.
And their little t-shirt that they wear with their Christmas jammies has their monogram on it.
Oh,
So
I love that.
you'll figure it out as you go. You'll learn what your customer wants. You'll learn what their favorites are, and you'll be able to continue for months and months and years.
Yeah. And I just dropped the link. She was mentioning her 6 and 60 workshop, and that's a fantastic workshop. I've been through it. Super cute. You just get some Post-it notes, and she gets you like within 60 minutes having all the ideas for your subscription boxes, which is Post-it notes. So you can also use paper if you don't have it. I also wanted to share, all of our Preschool All-Stars know our wonderful online preschool owner, Valerie Renee. And you know, she's one of our most successful preschool owners. And guess whose subscription box business membership she's in? She's in Sarah Williams. So yeah.
Yay.
So, you know, we've got a lot of our other all-star members who are also in your membership. So Sarah is the real thing, friends. So you guys can go click on the link for her 6 and 60 workshop. That's a free workshop. And then of course, don't forget to grab her book as well. And I just dropped that link again. Okay. Did you want to answer maybe 1 or 2 last questions before you go?
Whatever you'd like. I'm here for you.
Okay, perfect. I think a big question that not only I have, but others have is, who does all the boxing? Should we get our kids involved? You know, should we get the warehouse right now, or should we grow into that?
We should definitely grow into that, and we should definitely get our kids involved. My kids, you know, I started my subscription box business in 2017. So about 6 years ago. My kids are 17 and 15. So they have grown up with Entrepreneur Mom their whole life. But, you know, they fold boxes, they help pack, they help, you know, put the inserts in, like anything that the kids can do, like let them be a part of it. For me, I had a brick and mortar store, so I had a space to fulfill. It was not big enough for what I grew into.
Yeah.
But a lot of my students do this from home. They start from home. They may start with 20 subscribers or 50 subscribers or 100 subscribers. Some of them start with. And when they get to 300 and they're like, I can't do this in my living room anymore. Yeah. That's when we get a space, or that's when we can go to a fulfillment center. About the 250, 300 subscriber mark, you can have a fulfillment company doing all the work for you. It is glorious. You ship them the product, you ship them the boxes. They go direct from the box company to their warehouse. The product goes from the manufacturer to their warehouse. You never even have to see it or touch it. And they pack your kits every month for you. They have cheaper shipping than you can get, because they're packing 50,000 boxes for different box companies every single month. They can do it for about $2 a box. Yeah. So if you think about that, like here's my box. It's $49. I don't know anymore. Yeah. $49. I have a 45% profitability on my box. Nice. If I could just send all my stuff to a fulfillment center and they packed for $2 a box, oh my gosh, worth it. I
Yeah.
never have to do it. I never have to schedule my vacation around box packing day. I
Oh,
never
yeah.
have to be at the warehouse to, sign for shipments or ship stuff out. I'm not
Yeah.
breaking a nail over packing
Yeah.
boxes and folding
Yeah.
boxes. Like, it's amazing. And
Yeah.
we have connections inside Launch Your Box. We have someone that we work with closely that does it for a lot of our members.
Nice.
But it's a process. So don't feel like I can start this.
Yeah.
But when it gets too big, what do I do? I'm afraid of that, so I'm not going to start it, because I see
Totally.
that too.
Yeah.
There's options. And when we grow, we have buying power.
Mm.
You have buying power with a fulfillment center. You have buying power with a box company. You're buying more boxes. You have buying power with product vendors. When you go from buying 50 of something to 1,000 of something, you can negotiate prices a lot better. So as you grow, you have better buying power.
Totally. Well, I've dropped the link one last time. Give me a hashtag book. If you have pre-ordered her book, light up the chat with a hashtag book, please, that you've pre-ordered her book. You've got your copy. I've already ordered mine. It's on its way as soon as possible on the 14th, right when it drops.
Yes.
Now, also, any last words you would like to share with all of our amazing women on right now before we head out?
There are so many women. I would tell you 98% of my audience is women, because they relate to me as a woman. I'm a mom.
Yep.
I'm a single mom. I do the thing, and I'm not scared of it. But here's what I want to tell you. If you're waiting for things to be perfect before you start something, you're never going to start it. If you are looking for adding another revenue stream into your business, this is the perfect way to do this, because it's not reliant on one-time sales. You're selling at one time, and it's reoccurring over and over, and just like your preschool students.
Yeah.
So when you think about that way, you just have to sell at one time. And every time you get 10 more subscribers, it compounds on top of each other. It's not, I got 10 sales today and I'm going to get 10 sales next week. They're building, and that reoccurring revenue is hitting your bank account every month, like your preschool students.
Yeah.
So it's the perfect addition to a membership that you already have. And so just do it. Do it messy. Do it scared. Do it unsure of yourself, with all the self-doubt that you have, because that's what Joy and I do. We just do it. Whether we know what we're doing or not, we figure it out along the way. And that's how we learn. We make mistakes. We learn from them. We get better. And here we are talking about it today.
Oh, it's amazing. All right. I want to celebrate those who just pre-ordered. And the link, I just dropped the link again. So if you haven't pre-ordered, go grab it. I want to celebrate Latinique and Lori and Tiffany and Jamisha and Lisa, Rebecca, Morema, Linda, Giovanna, Kania. We've got Cynthia, and I'm still scrolling, and we've got, there we go. We've got Mary and Lori and, let's see, a couple up there, Anna and Alicia. Congrats everyone who's pre-ordered so far. I know a lot of those weren't on live, but we're going to grab this recording and drop it in the replay as well. And we'll send out the email to the replay.
Joy, your audience is amazing. Like, look at the amount of people that have shown up for you and me, and they don't even know me today. And I just want to say thank you. You guys are amazing. And I can't wait for you to get my book, and I can't wait to help you start your subscription box journey.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here, and everybody go click the link in the comments, the description, the show notes, wherever it is, for her book. And then also she's got that 6 and 60 free workshop. That link will be in there too. And Sarah, good luck tonight and every night up till November 14th. Let's hit the top of those lists, friend.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. We'll see ya.